This man resisted and fled from his arrest out of fear. However, when the judge asked him what he does for a living, his response left the judge baffled.
Why did you do this?
At the time, I did not know why they were arresting me, and I had just gotten out of work. I was tired.
But according to the police report, it says that you pulled over, you got out of the vehicle, they were talking to you, and then you resisted arrest and you jumped back in the vehicle and then drove off.
When they first asked me to get out of the vehicle, I had asked what was the reason, and they didn't want to give me a reason. And they asked me again to step out of the vehicle. Stepped out, and they started trying to put handcuffs on me. I got scared, didn't know what was going on, and I made a bad decision.
What do you do?
I work as security.
Working security?
Yes.
And this is where you are? So with this, is security still going to allow you to work security?
I believe so.
All right. Court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. Court is calling 2024 CR 4000, State of Texas versus Vicente Bravo. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Sean Simpson for Mr. Bravo.
And are you Mr. Bravo?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Bravo, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
States, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bravo, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention in a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Bravo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years and that there be 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty,
No
not
contest.
guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Contained in Exhibit 1 attachments, Your Honor.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulations of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so why did you do this?
At the time, I did not know why they were arresting me, and I had just gotten out of work. So it was around 1 in the morning. I was tired, and I made the decision of what I did.
But according to the police report, it says that you pulled over, you got out of the vehicle, they were talking to you, and then you resisted arrest and you jumped back in the vehicle and then drove off.
When they first asked me to get out of the vehicle, I had asked what was the reason, and they didn't want to give me a reason. And they asked me again to step out of the vehicle. So again, I asked what was the reason, and they just said it was for their safety. So I was like, okay, I'll step out of the vehicle. Stepped out, and immediately that's when they started trying to put handcuffs on me. I got scared and undid myself, and I asked them, hold on, what's going on? And they didn't want to say anything and tried again. Again, I got scared, didn't know what was going on, and I made a bad decision that night.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
20 what?
23.
Do you have any children?
No. No.
All right, do you live by yourself or with someone?
By myself.
And are you employed?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work as security.
Working security?
Yes.
And this is where you are? So with this, is security still going to allow you to work security?
I believe so.
Well, do they know about this?
Yes.
All right, and what is happening with the resisting arrest case? Was that ever filed?
That case has been dismissed, Judge.
All right. Court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
I did some college. I was doing my associates for automotive engineering.
All right, so what are you planning on doing? Do you want to complete your college degree or?
Yes, I want to complete my college degree, but right now I have too many payments and I just have to focus on working to get rid of all those payments.
Too many payments for what?
My vehicle payments, my home rent, insurance, the court expenses. I also have tickets that I have to pay off.
Okay. All right, 200 hours community service restitution. I'm gonna order defensive driving course. I think his tickets, they'll probably order that as well.
Yeah, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if he completes that under his traffic ticket issues, the court will take that into consideration.
Thank you, Judge.
Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Off the record for a moment, there is not to be any talking behind the court reporter while we're on the record, please. All right. So we can, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, you need to let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come back to the court and address it with me. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Remain in court, and probation will go over conditions with you. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Thank you, Judge. May we
Make better
proceed?
decisions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes.
This guy with 3 DWI convictions tried to talk his way out of treatment only to end up with a long prison sentence.
So those are your only two choices. Either it's prison for 3 years, or either it's probation with the conditions that I'm going to give you.
Well, I guess I'll take a chance in the county.
When you say take a chance in the county, what do you mean?
Well, you said I'm gonna be there in the county jail, see if I apply for that probation, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I want. So I'm gonna be locked up right now to win.
See, here's the thing. I noticed that when people are looking at prison, they will say they will do anything not to be in prison. And then when they're given a chance not to be in prison, then they want to write different things.
Yes.
So, I mean, you'll be in there as long as they require you to be in there.
But I can change it right now, right? The prison time stay.
Oh, okay. He wants prison time.
I
You
really
can stop. He wants to go to prison.
No, that's okay.
Nope. We're gonna do prison time. All right, that's what he wants. Sometimes people want to do what they want to do. So the court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison.